Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the inline.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Ready.
First carry for Darius Geis. And some room to roam now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. Chandler, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. 50. Plant. Rock it. Screen. Rock it, screen. Hey, check 24.
Now on second and 13. Jones. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity that went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
That one goes for 24 yards. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Alert three.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, Alpha.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Look at me, zipper. Mike, 53. Ready?
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try to maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. Mike, 57. Hey, Charlie. 57 for Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
10 Lobo, 80 weapons. Bravo.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Chandler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Watch the screen. Mike, check. 59. Yep. Come on out here.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looking long for his tight end read. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, you.
Jones now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get this. Check 37.
Ready?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check.
Hey, wahoo!
53, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Jones now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 or.
I'm coming.
Go.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Let's go.
On 2nd and very short. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
I got you. Big ass.
Shoot.
On first down, it's Chandler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
from just shy of midfield. Jones, this will be caught by Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 5. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Go!
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go. At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Redskins 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Hey, seam 6.
Jones throwing after the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3 down. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Chandler. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Hey, high 7. 55.
Now Jones on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Jones now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Alpha.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Jones now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go. Look, squeeze. Dirty base. Sit. 5.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
I got him. Kill.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
57's the mic. Rock 57. 5.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
61, matchbox, lights. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pearson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
60 outlaw. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. 80 weapon. It's going to be a long day. Check 99.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
General West. 5.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, set. 30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, world. Check it out, Reed. Lee Griffin.
Here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
15,
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
I'll get him. Coaching spell. Safe. Hey, team 6.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, exit. Hey! Check 53's mine. Here we go.
Ready? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Let's get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 24, check 24.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Redskins.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
28. Panthers 20. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. Let's see. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Panther first down.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Strong right. X3, 218, chop it.
First down, a run with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, box drop.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
60 or.
53. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
He's not going to get me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yeah.
Check.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Greystone, travel. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Jones. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Jones. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
60 outlaw. Leo. Here we go. Ready?
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Look at me. Zipper.
You. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Target.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Clear.
Check 59, Mike.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yo, slam. Joker. Twist. Tighten up. Check 9.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.